2. Remember this. Samuel said that when you leave from here, you're going to meet a procession of prophets coming from a high place. They will be prophesying, right? When they prophesy, the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you in power. You will be changed into a different man. We'll come into that later. But here is what I want you to notice. Here is what I want you to notice. What I want you to notice is this: is that the discussions going on top of the roof were what I call sober discussions. Let's deal with that. Let's deal with that. On top of the roof between Samuel and Saul, there are no prophets playing music. There are no prophets coming from a high place and dimensions are coming up in power and then you change it. There's no falling, there's no shouting, there's no jumping. It's a sober conversation. Samuel has been introducing Saul into different dimensions. First, he introduced him to a dimension of power, to a dimension of honor, where there's honor, power, prophecies, and so on. But when they come on top of the roof and home, the discussion became sober. Listen to me, it's a revelation. There is necessity of us as the church, as a tribe, to at times have sober discussions. Sober discussions are equally important like fire services. Sober discussions are equally important like any other service. It's just unfortunate that sometimes we always want to have services where our emotions are fired up and all of that, our physical body feels something. It's okay. It's important to have those realities and encounters. But there is also a time of sober discussions, doctrinal meetings. The discussion was doctrinal. The discussion was what? And it was sober. Somebody say sober. That's why the Bible says that the spirit of prophets is subject to. They are able to have sober discussions. Anointed, but having a sober discussion. Number 2, they were coming from a high place. I said they were coming from a high place. When they come back home, they discussed and discussed at a high place on top of the roof. Don't lose an upward dimension that you have attained from the place of worship. A high place where they had a meal with 30 guests earlier was a place of worship. Home is not a place of worship, but they still discuss things on what? At a high level. It means that I must not lose, I must not lose the upwardness that I've attained here. There are a number of houses here that have been represented. When we go back to our local churches and our homes, we must maintain the upwardness that we've attained right now.
Amen.
Follow. Now the conversation that was going on top, was in the context of the New Testament, was training, was personal development that was preparing Saul for the task ahead of him. Never allow dimensions of realities or dimensions of the spirit to take away the soberness of training. Number 3. We must have training that is equally important as just like spiritual experiences. Spiritual experiences are important, but there's also a place of sober training, which is also very important. In training, when we do training, we don't speak in tongues. Come on now. We can't be training you in the prophetic and you're falling under the power. Or you are laughing the whole day. school and people are rolling on the floor. Does that mean that rolling on the floor under the power of God is not important? It is important. But right now we're having sober discussions. Are you hearing me? You've got to be very careful with this, because sometimes sober discussions are pushed away because they are deemed to be dry, especially by people of Galatians. They're wasting my time. Lay hands on us. The song is being introduced to very important things. The discussion on top of the roof has nobody rolling on the floor, has nobody under the spirit of laughter, has nobody under the spirit of weeping. Everybody is sober, but there are serious discussions concerning the kingdom that are going on. Now that you're going to become the king, now that you're going to lead the people, now that these are serious discussions going on top. Did you hear me on that? Someone said they are important. They're what? Important. They're very important. Number 3, there must be a combination of sober meetings and sessions where we unfold things regarding the trip ahead of us, the journey ahead of us. Okay? I want you to read verse 27. Read for me, 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 27.
As they were going down to the outskirts of the city, Samuel said to Saul, "Tell the servant to go on ahead of us." And he went on. "But you stand here a while, that I may announce to you the word of God."
Let's go to chapter 10 now.
Then Samuel took a flask of oil and poured it onto his head.
Yes.
And kissed him and said, "It is not because the Lord has anointed."
Are you aware that Samuel kissed Saul? Let's also talk about that. That was a sign of saying, "I'm behind you and I'm supporting you." Did you notice that? Now I know when you read 1 Samuel chapter 10, you read the anointing part. That part you skip. It was a sign of saying, "I'm behind you." Next.